This rather fine machine behind me is a Burstner Lyseo TD 727G, rather handily written down on the front there where the number plate usually goes. Now this is a 7.5 metre vehicle based on the Fiat Ducato. It's got the 2.2 litre multi-jet 140 horsepower engine and it's 4,250 kilograms. So you want a C1 license to drive this one, but it's a rather smart looking bit of kit, isn't it? We're going to take a quick tour around the outside, then I'll take you in and show you what the interior is like, because that's rather nice. So on the outside here we've got things like the gas bottle stowage in places like this. We've got cassette for the toilet here. Garage on this one as well, decent size. I'll show you that from the other side in just a minute. Reversing camera of course on this, very handy on a vehicle of this size. But yeah, it's rather smart, isn't it? Let's go right on round. I'll give you a quick peek into the garage and then we'll head inside. Now the reason I wanted to show you from this side is because I want to show you these bits here, and these will become clearer when we go inside, but these are to be able to convert one of the settees into seating. You can see how that is a piece that slots in and the headrest for it is there. That will make more sense when we go inside. We've got some wheel chocks in here. We've got the handle for the awning that's on the side of the vehicle. I'll show you that in a second, and that one there is because it's got little stabilizers. If I show you underneath, where have they gone? There they are. It drops these little chaps down, and that awning is this great big one that goes right the way across here. That's a really good size, isn't it? Fantastic. Let's head on in and I'll show you what this looks like on the inside. It's really contemporary actually, I like this. So that opens up like so. We've got the bin on the inside of the door, and then there is a button here, and that will give us a step. And the light switches are there as well as you go on in. That's excellent. Now close that door behind us because we get a bit of bleeping here from a nearby unit. So we can hopefully avoid that. Okay, this is what that backrest was for that we saw in the garage. You can see it's in place on this side. What you can do then is remove this section here, and you've got forward facing seating with a headrest and a seat belt somewhere. Where's that? There it is, tucked away in there. So you can do exactly the same as that on this side. It goes into there. In fact, there's a little infill piece that goes in there normally for when you're stopped, so you haven't got the gap, and then you can see the seat belt again for it there. So that's how you convert that. So you've got 4 forward facing seats when you're underway. If we come right up to the front, I say Fiat Ducato, we've got the 9-speed automatic on this one, which is excellent. We've got the new instrumentation on this, the touch buttons on the steering wheel for your phone and your cruise control and all that kind of go-ins, and then that's a display for the navigation and also that reversing camera that we saw, and climate control on this one as well, which is rather nice. These seats of course will swivel round, so you can increase this into a much larger lounge area, and then we've got a bit of storage up around here and a big opening hatch with blinds that come across it just here, like so. And talking of blinds, we've also got them in places like this. So they're here and they're here, so you've got complete privacy. Let's clip that back properly, there we go, when you are at rest. Best to have them open when you're driving, however. Armrests that drop down, very nice, very comfortable, just the job. This is storage up inside here, and I like these little reading lights they're putting around the place as well. They're rather nice. And of course blinds here, and you might notice this chap here, this track, that is because this whole ceiling section that you can see here with this rather funky lighting is in fact a bed. Now I'm not going to bring it all the way down because you have to remove this. It's fairly easy to do, but I don't entirely know how to do it, so I'll bring it down just a bit for you. That comes down like that. There we go, let's bring them on down. It's about as low as we want to go with that for the minute. And then, yeah, that's a massive bed that comes, of course, all the way down. You can see how far it comes down on that track over there. Once you've got this out of the way, you can bring that down nice and low. There's a ladder that goes into here, and that gives you a nice permanent bed in this section here that will retract out of the way. Let's power that one back up again. That's very nifty. We've got the kitchen over here. So, stating the obvious, there's a sink underneath there. Also got a little oven down here, it says. Hang on. There we go. push it the right way, it'll open, won't it? And then that thing there, I don't know what it is. Let's pretend I didn't open that. Gas hob, and again more of this really neat lighting about the place. And more storage here. They've even put a little extractor fan down there, look. Brilliant. And then power sockets tucked away up in places like that as well. And on the other side, we have got fridge, of course, first of all, like so. Also here, we have got a space for a television if you want it. That will go onto that bracket there, and in fact they've put aerial socket here as well. Sorry, aerial socket here in fact. Power socket, I think that is a 12 volt and that's a 240 volt socket. USBs are here as well, which is rather nifty. Heating control is here, so that's heating and the hot water. And you've also then got the control system. So this is telling you battery levels for the vehicle battery. The domestic battery is there as well. Also, your percentage of water that's on board, which is currently 0. So it's not lighting up at all. So yeah, basically that's giving you the information and that kind of stuff. Just there. That's those switches as we come in for the lights. And then this is drawers down over here. So quite a bit of storage really. There we go. Lovely. You can see what I mean about how light and contemporary this is with this pale colours and the grey and so forth. Very smart. Okay, head on back a little bit further and we will find a shower on this side with the opening hatch up above it. Get a bit of ventilation into there if you want it, and of course this just closes across as you might expect. There we go. And opposite that then, we come all the way around, is the toilet and the sink, and in fact that door there rather neatly closes into there like so, and then there's a sliding door here which is clipped back at the minute. Hang on. There we go. So that becomes like an ensuite to this area really, but it also gives you total privacy there. Of course you can have that closed then so that when people in here are using it, then of course that's closed off, but of course that is completely separately closed off with that door in any case. You can have that shut and that across and then partition this area off from that way. In here then, more power sockets and aerial sockets, so if you want to have a TV on here so you can lie in bed and watch a film, you can do. And talking of beds, well, here they are. But there is an infill, so you can make this into a double if you prefer. There's a bit more storage underneath here, and then that one underneath will slide out to give you an extra step, obviously to help you up like that. But the reason that it slides away is so that you've then got access, oops, to these fellows here, which are hanging rails. There we go, there's an infill cushion in there. I think that's the one that makes this into a double. Pretty sure it is, in fact. There we go. And then big storage area on that side. It's cunning, isn't it? But that's a nice size, and I love the way it closes off to a separate bedroom. That's superb. Very nice indeed. Big opening windows again, blinds again. These drop down like this. So you've got bug screens, and you've also got night screens. More storage across here. Light switches, so you need to get out of bed to turn the lights off. Very nice indeed. And again, all very modern and contemporary, isn't it? Good, good, good. There we go. I think that's about the size for that. But it's a smart bit of kit, isn't it? Like that. Table unfolds, so you can make that twice the size if you want to. And then there's a support that pulls out like that, obviously, so when it is over it supports it. There we go. It's a decent size, isn't it? Very good indeed. There we are. I'm going to take a seat here. I'm going to say huge thanks to South Downs Motorhome Centre. They organised this tour. Huge thanks, as ever, to you guys for watching it. Let me know what you think of that one, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.